Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the ground, he's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I love that play by the defense there, hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To throw, it's Teray. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Let's talk about Alabama. They've climbed team reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Hunt is on its way. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Floating away. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And you're seeing...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong.
Turning it on. Got some room entered at the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. So now it's 2nd and long.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
To the air. It's Teray. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give on the option. Sweet cut there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quick completion to the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, they're after him! And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we... second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They send the tight end in motion. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets. By Felicia.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to throw, it's Toure. He finds a dead spot in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught. The Tide will get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Teray. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Ole Miss. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on.
Touchdown, Longhorn! Stealing a score on special teams.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it on the option. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Toure. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Alabama pushing the tempo. Gives it on the option. There he goes.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Toure. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pressure coming. He's got it down the left side. Brings him to the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Nice move to keep running. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Teray. Release to the back. Got his man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Back to throw, it's Dixon. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's going to take off. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. He's got it again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Motion from the wide out. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive.
Turning it on. The 40. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising. chasing for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Right back to the well. Finds a little space. Running free. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Here's a heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Toure. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They boot it away on 4th down. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the counter. Breaks the tackle. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Dixon. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, and getting in for the long touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Rides the back on the option, the give. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Toure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they buy themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Teray. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to threat the field position with the return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Skips away from pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And the field goal unit is on the field. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll throw it from the red zone. On the run, fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Dropping back, it's Teray. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build on.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Okay, offense set on 1st down.
Get set, get set.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.